Everybody, Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular. We're live trying to talk a little bit about coins as an investment. Doing it live because what other way is there to do it on a Sunday except for going live? So I got some coins here in the thumbnail. They're not, any special coins by any means, but I'm just going to show them off again real quick. Let's see, I think I had this peace dollar right here. So here is a 1921 peace dollar. Obviously the key date right there. One of the key dates. Pretty decent one right there, I would say. It says AU 55. It looks to me like it had a light cleaning at one point, if you ask me. But whatever. Annex graded it straight. I'll take it, Annex. That's fine. Maybe somebody else will take it too. Who knows? What else we got? In 1880 San Francisco. Beautiful toning right there. See if I can get some better light though on these. 1 second. A little bit better right there. The live videos aren't as good, I don't think, quality-wise, as like not so live videos, pre-recorded videos. David, what's up, buddy? Jim Thompson in the house. How's it going, Jim? Let's see. Trying to also watch myself live too, because I'm that vain. I want to see myself as I'm showing this stuff to you guys. 1884 CC. CC is always very special, right, to collectors out there. Definitely can be an investment. So what I've seen a lot of, and I see a lot of young people doing this, is they're getting coins, just about whatever they can get a hold of. It could be, minor key dates. It could be just whatever. Just getting a hold of coins and paying a good price for them, right? Talking them down. Let's say that, the coin guy right here puts you at 379 on the sticker. You definitely have to come down off of that. You have to come down off of whatever the sticker price is. And you can sell stuff for more than you paid for it. It's amazing. It's amazing, right? Coins as an investment. I am definitely guilty of doing this. I have many times sold coins as an investment, and then I ended up buying other things that I felt were, as good of an investment, or almost like how you drop a coin in a piggy bank, right? You put your quarter in the piggy bank. It's locked away tight, right? That thing is secure. I've taken coins, sold them, definitely for a profit, and then locked stuff away in the piggy bank in the form of like this stuff right here, just silver bullion. Stuff that I find a little bit more secure sometimes than coins. Although coins are pretty secure, I think. I'm going to show a lot more coins here today too, by the way. It might get a little ridiculous when it comes to the amount of coins on screen. Happy Sunday for sure, Jim Thompson. Let's see, Jacob says, so I've been confused. I've tried to sell some slabbed coins, $200 to $800 in value, PCGS, and no one will pay what the value is. Why? Can I ask where you're finding that value, Jacob? Because a lot of times if you are getting the value from, let's say, a market review, people aren't going to always pay that. I know it's the market review is great. It says that's what the value is. Or you go to NGC, their website, and it says, hey, this coin right here is, let's say, $315. But you can't always get that. In fact, you know what? Let's try to do that. Let's try real quick. And I know this is a special label, but we're going to go on NGC's website, and we're going to see if we can't find this coin right here, just to see what they say it's worth versus what maybe like eBay sold listing show it as. So this is a 2016. Let's go to 2016 Mercury dime. Let's see if we can find this real quick on NGC. And of course, this is 70. You guys want to see this real quick? Let's see. So I'm on NGC's website, and we're going to try to find this coin without completely ruining my setup. Hold on 1 second. Oh my goodness. Okay, should be good. So this is a 70, right? Specimen 70, perfect grade. Yes. So I don't know if you can see it on the screen. Maybe you can. I got about a $450 value right here. About 450. Can you see that? No, because my limited camera technology here. There we go, 450. So that's what NGC shows it as. And we're going to go to eBay sold listings real quick. Let's see. Hold on a second so you don't get bored with the details. 2016 W Mercury Diamond Gold. I should have just put 70 on there. But we can actually, hold on, I'll put it back up. You can filter this stuff. So we're going to go, this was graded by PCGS. We can try to find the same one. There's the gold label right there. I have, obviously AppMex is trying to, get for a little bit more. I'd like to put 70 in here. Usually we can do that. That's a kind of a new feature here, a newer feature. I don't unfortunately see it, but we're just going to go to sold listings down here. I'm going to try to get some ideas of what it recently sold for. So here's one, not the gold label, for $399. Here is one, not the gold label. Had the best offer, unfortunately, so we can't see what it truly was. I don't like that about eBay. Here's one for $349, but it's not in 70. It's just a regular anniversary slab. Is that 70? Yeah, there's 70 right there. 380, 399. What NGC say? About 450 is what NGC says. I don't see any at 450. I don't see any for that price. So that goes to show you that, I mean, it's a price guide, but it's a guide. It's not like some kind of indefinite, like this is what you're going to get for the coin. And the same thing with like the market reviews and anything. So you're probably going to get less than whatever the book says. I mean, shoot, when coin dealers are buying with their gray sheets, let's say gray sheet shows that coin at, let's just say at 300 bucks. The dealer's probably not buying it for 300 bucks. The dealer's probably buying it back from gray sheet. I mean, that's just kind of like how it works. Let's see if that helped you out. Probably not. Let's see. I probably just completely answered the question all weird. Let's see. David says, a few weeks ago, I won a 1899 O Morgan. It's for my very first one, and the condition is unk. Really? You won? Where'd you win that at? That's pretty excellent. Nothing wrong with that. Jacob says PCGS website and NGC website. So again, yeah, I think I might have sort of answered that. Just because it says it there, it looks great. It looks really good. And it's so much fun when you have a coin graded by like NGC and they have the coin lookup right there. You just, oh shoot, that's my number. Let's go right to my exact coin. It shows a picture of your coin and then it says what the coin's value is. I have never seen it to where that coin is like a value where I'm like, yeah, I could definitely sell it for that. You're probably going to get less, which is why it's important to offer a little less for the coins when you're going to purchase them. Let's say you're going to a shop or a show, you got to get that off the sticker price a little bit. And sometimes to help yourselves out, if you're trying to get them for less, if you do a nice sized order, let's say you buy 4 or 5 coins or whatever, the person selling is more likely to give you a better deal because, they're getting more money out of you. So they really want to do that deal. Let me see who else is in here real quick. Andrew's in here. Hello. What does Mrs. Spegtacular say? Don't forget to check out that little like button on this video. Wow. That's very important, Mrs. Spegtacular. Right. It's like car dealers inflating price. Yeah. Yeah, right. It's like the MSRP. You see the MSRP and you're thinking like, okay, but you always talk them down. Right? And everybody talks everybody down. So great. What can we say about that? Grading companies' pricing is subjective, I guess, right? There's another one. I believed in this coin so much, and I got it for a great deal. I forget the price. I remember that as soon as I got these, though, I was like, man, what a deal on those. That's a great coin. It's got the gold label. It is the anniversary edition right there, obviously. It's a great looking piece. I do love these, 10-cent Mercury diamonds in the gold. I like the Mercury diamond silver, shoot. I mean, I like Mercury diamonds, period. But that's a great looking coin, I think. And then you got the if you care, right? If you're buying the holder at all, you do have the gold label, which is just, it stands out. It's pretty versus, you know, something different. Yeah, I mean, you definitely notice it as gold, right? When you're just so used to seeing like a blue or a white colored label. Let's see. Love those older Annex holders. I do. I do. This one had some like glue on it right here. I tried chipping some of it off with the razor just a little bit before the show. But no, it's a fun looking coin and a fun looking holder too. Just, I actually like how they're smaller because once you start getting a decent amount of slabs, you're like, wow, these really do take up a lot of room. A lot of room. Here's just a real plain Jane 1926. Not the most, you know, fancy of years when it comes to peace dollars. At 1926, you start to get better when it comes to the mintage a little bit, but a little crooked on the holder too, I noticed. Look at that. A little crooked. Come on, PCGS. And it's definitely not moving. I think they put it in crooked. Maybe they were feeling a little crooked that day. Button push. Thank you, Duke Nukem. He just nuked that button. Appreciate you, Duke Nukem. Andrew Bird, I have a 1964 proof nickel and proof 68 from NGC, and they said it's worth $30. Is that a good price for that coin? I don't know. 1964 proof nickel. What is that what NGC is showing right now? I mean, like I just said though, like if let's say NGC has it listed at, you know, proof 68 at $30, you're probably not going to get that. So like go to eBay sold listings real quick, Andrew, while you're watching, and see what the average price of like the top 5 coins are of your coin. So look that up real quick while we're doing this and see what you're getting. Camera's shaking a little bit. I'm sorry. I gotta get more coins on the screen. I got these. I thought these were actually going to be a pretty good investment. Obviously, I don't sell any peace dollars. I'm not trying to. I'd really like to get the lighting better though. Hold on. Let me really try to fix this light. I tried to before. I'm really going to try to this time. Like I'm going to go out of my way. I'm going to double down on fixing this light. That's in the works. It's in the works to try to fix the lighting for the whole show. Okay, that's a little bit better. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, there we go. Now my hand's in the way. Oh my goodness, I can't win. Anyways, so I just had some really kind of just AU, you know, just really common peace dollars, all ICG. But I got these for like, I mean, raw coin pricing. So I was like, man, I'm going to take all of those because first of all, they look great slabbed up. And I know that when it comes time to sell, if there ever is that time, those right there will just do so well. It'll be a quick flip, you know. I gotta get back to the chat too. I'm gonna go from chat to showing off some coins. Coin grading is too expensive to grade. Buying a sub from them is just plain outrageous. Yeah, it is all pretty expensive. PCGS just sent me, I don't know, 9 emails or so telling me to redo my subscription. I'm going to wait until I'm really, really ready. There's no reason for me just to jump right back in at this very moment until I have some coins that I really, really want to get graded. But sometimes, I tell you what, David, the best way to do it is find a local shop that's willing to send coins in with their submissions and just charge you whatever. And I've had coin shops just be like, hey, it's $20 or it's $25 each coin, and I'll just send them in with my coins. It is so much less stressful. You set it and forget it as long as you can trust the shop. They're not going to go out of business in a couple days. But that's really, I think, the way to do things. Unless you just really want to do everything on your own. You don't trust the shop. You have, let's say you have some really expensive coins and you just can't trust anybody. You're just, you know, and I understand totally. Then maybe that's something you want to do on your own. But look at that nasty thing, huh? Got directly sneezed on, it looks like. Yuck. But you know what? It'll sell. It'll sell. Coins as an investment. Speaking of coins as an investment, let's talk about the slabs as an investment for a second. I see these slabs right here, and it's got like, they got like scratch marks down here. This one, like I said, has glue on it. I see people slabs all the time, man. They got like some deep scratches across the slabs. I just don't understand why people don't take care of their slabs. I saw a guy on Instagram yesterday, and he's just so happy that he got all these coins graded, and he has this box. He's like literally throwing them into the box, slamming them down, probably causing some micro cracks across the seams right here where they sonically seal these things. And it's like, dude, like you're paying a lot of money for plastic. Why are you going to go try to just like slam your plastic down? Like you just don't care about it. To me, that's just nuts. I mean, I don't know that you have to slam coins down. I understand that things slip out of your hands and there's accidents that happen, but my goodness. It's a pong test. Just pong them on around, I guess. These Binion coins sell so easily. I think I ended up paying 65 for that, which is, it's not too bad. I think 85 was a high price. I think so. You know what? Let's double check on this coin. Let's see if I can't find something similar. It's going to be very difficult to find a similar Binion coin because there's just so many. Let's see, 1922 Binion collection piece dollar MS62. We're going to try. I'm going to eBay sold listings again. So I paid 65. That's okay. I found a couple here. So here is it still 1922? I got to double check my coin. 1922 MS62 Binion. So here's one for 80 bucks basically. Here's one for 77.99. So there's a couple little bumps on it right there. This was 64. This was MS64 and only $67. Interesting, huh? But this was April 17th versus why do they put March 17th right here and then April 17th down there? I don't know. eBay's crazy. But I mean, there's a better coin in my opinion now. You got to trust the coin and not the holder. Let's actually go real quick. I want to look at this. It does look a lot duller than mine. If you look at the fields, it looks very dull. It's very interesting how they got 64. I mean, sometimes the pictures are off, but man, that looks terrible, in my opinion. Mine is so much brighter than that at a 62. And I know it's all about the strike, but eye appeal, this one I think is far better. Maybe that's why I got such a lower amount because it looks so dull. Anyways, back to the coins over on the table. And the chat. I'm sorry. I'm going to go back to the chat. All right, Andrew's working on that. Proof coins just don't bring much of a premium, though. I mean, it depends on what it is, right? There's some proof coins out there that have done very well. But I think that, David, I mean, if you're like me, you think, okay, proof is going to be like a great coin, right? If you have a proof, like, man, it's definitely a money maker. But I think that we all know that's not always the case. Sometimes it definitely can be, but it's not always the case. You're probably trying to say that exact thing right there. When would you consider selling any of your silver and or gold? Well, Bro Joe, I do sell some silver now. So like I have some right here on my table. I can't really move the camera, but I mean, I got plenty of silver that I do offer in an auction setting over on Drip. I mean, I do offer that stuff right now. I do have a website as well, Spegtacular.com, where I sell some odds and ends, silver and gold. But it's mostly just to flip for more silver, to be honest with you. If I'm selling, for instance, I bought these pieces of gold. If I'm selling these, which actually are on my website too, but if I'm selling those, it's to flip for more gold or more silver. I mean, more precious metals. So as far as if you're talking like when do I like liquidate everything, I'm not trying to liquidate everything because I'm not there yet in what I need to do. I've definitely liquidated some for some big purchases or big payoffs in my life, but I think it's all situational. So, Bro Joe, like let's say that you're buying silver and gold and coins and you got all these credit card bills just dinging away at your dollars because of that interest. Maybe it's a good time to get rid of some of the silver and coins to get rid of those credit card bills and then rebuild after that. Rebuild the stack. So I think it's all situational. Bob Russell says, unfortunately, I have a few ICG. They are not reputable in my opinion. I think that from what I've seen, a lot of times ICG tends to have good grades. Um, the coin graders that I've seen there, they've been around for a long time. They seem like they know what they're doing. A lot of coin graders that are PCGS or NGC, they might have got started from companies like, Annex or ICG. So I don't know that they're not reputable. I think that they just have a lot less spending money when it comes to advertising. And so they position themselves poorly when it comes to NGC and ICG or PCGS, I'm sorry. When it comes to PCGS or NGC, who has a lot more dollar bills to spend on advertising and make people think that those are the headliners when it comes to, grading coins. And ICG will do some very interesting things when it comes to like grading bullion coins and bullion pieces. And I mean, they're really just trying to make whatever money they can, I tell you what. So if you want some really obscure stuff graded, you could always reach out to ICG and you might get them to grade some of those things for you. Yeah, Brojo, of course, man. I'm trying my best to answer those questions. If I'm answering it like in a weird way or a way that's not what you're talking about, just maybe try asking it again, and I'll definitely try to help. I'm not the end all be all. I've just seen a decent amount of things, and there's some people in here right now in this chat that are definitely smart when it comes to any of this stuff, and they can probably answer your questions too. I heard it's hard to run with a weight of gold, but then again, I've heard it said it's just as hard with the weight of lead. Well, Henry, I'm going to tell you right now that if you run with 100 pounds of feathers, it's going to be just about as hard to run with 100 pounds of gold. You know, I don't know. Like, obviously, gold. The value of gold is much more valuable in a tighter package. So if you have, I don't know, 10 ounces of gold, right? That's a lot of money. That's really great. I mean, you're talking now, shoot, what's the math on that now with gold being $2,400? You know, $24,000. I mean, that's pretty quick, right? So $24,000 in your itty bitty hand with just 10 ounces of gold versus the same price or the same in silver. How many ounces is that? Let's see. So let's go 10,000, or I'm sorry, we're going $24,000 divided by, what's silver at? What were we going to say? $28.30? Let's just say 28.30. I think it's close to that. 848 ounces of silver that you're trying to run around with. So, the same weight, for ounces as ounces of gold. I mean, it's the same, 1 ounce to 1 ounce, but you have to have 848 ounces to equal the 10 ounces of gold in value. So that's when it becomes like, man, how am I going to run around? You're not running around, first of all, with 848 ounces of gold, or I'm sorry, silver in your pocket. There's no way. You're not running around. You're not doing marathons. You could be walking with that stuff strapped onto you somehow, but you can easily be a Usain Bolt with 10 ounces of gold. That's not a problem. I'm old school, prefer raw coins. I got you, Jim. I got some raw coins for you. I'm gonna help Jim out. He's old school. He prefers the raw coins. I got you, brother. I got you. Here's a 1921. It actually looks really good too, raw. Wouldn't you say there, Jim? Look at this thing. I wish I could tell you what I paid for this thing. There's all kinds of pricing on this thing. I cannot remember. I'd like to say maybe that was the price, the circled price. I don't know. It's beautiful though. I'm also a fan of the raw coins. I just think the flashiness of a coin that you had, let's say that this was your coin, getting the work done to have this sent off to get graded and knowing that that's your coin that you had raw and now it's in a beautiful, presentation. It's protected against the elements, well, for the most part. It just feels good to have that done sometimes for me. Here's another one, Jim, for you since you like it raw. A nice 1921. Still got a little luster on it. Some of that luster is coming from the light plastic, of course, from this little cardboard holder there, but there definitely is a little tiny luster still left. Some light feathers too on the eagle there. It's not bad. Not bad. So I do like it raw as well. Let's try to get back down a little bit. Bob says, they reholdered a gold set I had. Nice people, just saying from a resale perspective. Oh, I see, with ICG. Yeah. No, from resale, you're totally right. I mean, they're not as respected as much as NGC or PCGS. You tend to get a little bit less. I'm trying to move this camera because I don't like how it's bouncing so much. I feel like I'm out in a hurricane here in the in Florida, which I'm not yet. Let's see. Was there a question about where I ship to? Yeah, I used to ship as far across the world as possible, and I shipped to Australia one time, and it took months before the person ended up getting their stuff from me, and that frustrated me so much that it took that long. I mean, months. That's not right. That's not right. So I was like, you know what? I can't keep that going because I'm stressed out for months, wondering when my stuff is going to reach somebody. I can't do that to myself. And Mike says, Speg, let me try to run with that much silver. I have that much that you can try with, Mike. If we ever meet up and I'm holding my silver, I'll hand it over to you, and I want to see if you can run. You might get like 3 or 4 real good steps, and then that's it. Are you in the Tampa area? Yes, I am. Do you have any graded bars, 1, 5, 1, 10 ounce? Graded? No, I don't. I might have some 10 ounce bullion coins graded still. I might. I have to look in the deep stack for those, which I don't have on the table right now. Do you think gold will keep its highs? Yeah, I think that gold is still short of what it should be, to be honest with you. With the way things have been going in the world, silver and gold haven't reached what they should reach, in my humble opinion. You know, when you look at the grocery store and you've been paying double or triple for everything in that store, well, how come you haven't been paying double and triple for silver? You've been getting budget silver, budget gold now for a long time, for years. I just don't think that they've quite reached their point that they should be, which is good. It's fine, right? If you're a stacker, that's just fine. You keep on stacking. Keep on stacking. Ignore these prices, by the way. I mean, kind of get a glance at the pricing, but I don't ever pay the sticker price. No way, Jose. Or Josita. What's the female version of Jose? Josita? That sounds pretty, right? Josita. Looks cleaned, possible, some dark dirt in the elements. On the raw, Bob? Very possible. This one right here, because when you look at this one, and you can see how it has toning in some of these areas, and especially here. There's toning here, toning here. Why is it only in those spots? It's such a weird place for toning to exist only in those areas. So sometimes if you dip a coin, you lose the toning in some areas, and you'll have little spots where that dip for some reason just doesn't quite work out. Doesn't quite get all the way out. So, you're talking about this one? This one I don't think it was, it looks pretty natural to me. You think this one has a cleaning? I would say that this one out of both of them, probably not. It looks pretty good from what I'm used to. But you know what? We could send it off to NGC or PCGS and it will come back 5 different ways, you know? There are tons of hairlines. I don't, on my end, let me see. Let's get real close to it. Let's see. It's hard to tell because now you're talking about a worn coin too. So when you look for like cleaning on a coin, typically the hairlines are all going to go like only one way. This is all over the place, which would make me kind of think more that this coin has just had some natural use and abuse. And also you got to understand too, is this plastic, this thin layer of plastic has a lot of like marks and stuff that's on the coin. In fact, let's do this. Let's actually excavate this coin since we're here. We're going to take it out of this flip just for fun. And we're going to look at this coin without the little plastic sheath that's over top of it. That'll be fun, right? Give me 1 second. It's not like I paid for this holder, right? All right, let's see. I'd almost be wanting to bring this one in just to see what they say about this thing. Let's see. Everybody's willing. I mean, you can totally, everybody, you can have your honest opinion about it, and just go ahead and put it in the little comment box right there. Tell me what you think. But it could go any way, you know. It could go one way, you submit it this time, and it could go that way. Next time it could go a different way. Jackie says cleaned. I wish they would have done a better job if they cleaned this one. See, I think that's actually and what I'll do too is I'll keep this coin to the side because I have one that's probably comparable, and we'll see what what it looks like on that graded one. That's just a problem-free grade, and we'll see what they say. We'll see what they say. Maybe I'll have this one sent in just so we can have a look back at this moment, and we'll see what it is. In fact, I'm going to try to go through these a little faster so I can try to find that one that is problem-free grade, and we'll see. Here's a 1924. So keep an eye on what you guys said in the chat, and then when we get to the one that's problem-free, I'll let you have one switch if you want to switch your opinion. One switch. And then maybe one day, like I said, I'll have it graded, and then we get to go back to this moment that we had together, and we get to see what everybody, picked versus what PCGS or NGC says it is. Hard to get a nice peace dollar in UK. It's getting harder over here too, Ray. Look at this one right here. Little Filipino piece. Looks great, right? Some nice toning right there. I saw this in a shop a while back, and I was like, you know what? I was really kind of getting into the commemorative half dollars, and I'm like, it's not quite a half dollar I normally get, obviously, because I'm trying to get the US half dollars. But I mean, USA probably made this one right here. In fact, they did, so I might as well go ahead and grab the MacArthur too. Might as well, right? And look how this is what the sticker price is. And again, think about this. I always pay less than the sticker price. So look at this right here. Look at this. Look at this. That's the sticker price on that. And I paid less than that. I can't remember what it was. I'm sorry. It's been so long, but let me go back to the chat. That's a big reason I like the raw. I can touch them, feel the history. Well, you become part of the history too, don't you, Jim? That's kind of the wonderful part. Kind of the wonderful part about raw coins is now you're part of that coin's history. Same thing with slabbed coins, I suppose. There's no difference. You're still part of the history. I got two 1921 graded, 62 and 63 paid when I was super hyped, so lost money on those, just holding now. Just doing the holding, huh, Jackie? Enjoy your content, not trying to be a jerk, says Bob. No, Bob, no. Listen, dude, we know. Coin grading is subjective. Every one of us can look at a coin and think something different. A lot of times I'll see like social media posts where NGC or PCGS will post a coin and they'll say, guess the grade. You know how many different people guess the different grades? And how, I mean, it's just, everybody has a different opinion. It's fine. That's part of being in this hobby, right? You buy what you like. If you don't like something, you move on. If you have an opinion on a coin, if you like it, you might buy it. That coin may stay at a at a table at a coin show for a long time. And then you might come by and be the one that sees it in a different eye. Who knows? It's fine. We're all just talking. That piece dollar has a lot of frosting on it. Says David, I do stack Eagles, but piece dollars not much for the Morgans, but I have some. Nice Libertad, nice early Onza. What are you paying on junk silver in your place? That's a good question. I think it's less than 22 because I ended up getting these the other day. These are barber quarters, and these were a little bit higher, which they were at 22, I think I paid. I think. So I'm thinking he said like these are a little bit more, is what he said, and he said they're 22. So I think for regular junk, not barber, I'm probably paying a little bit less than 22. A little less. Hey, do you have any Lithuanian coins? I don't think so. Is this Lithuanian? Let me look. No. No, this is Austrian. No, I don't think so, unless they're over somewhere else. Coin guy reminds me of Archie Bunker a little bit. Yeah. How's that look, right? How's that look about him? Appreciate your attitude. Oh, thanks, Bob. I'm on the run, taking lead and gold. Yeah, for sure. But, lead, how much lead are you going to take with you? Yikes. You might be able to carry like one 50 cal container, but man, I don't know how many you're going to be able to take. You better really be picky and choosy on what you're taking with you. These are always fun. All shipwreck stuff has been very popular lately for sure. You want to see some pricing that you just can't afford. Look at like the 1715 fleet gold on eBay. Hoo-wee. Hoo-wee. How many peace dollars to date? What, that I have? Is that what you're asking? If you're asking how many I have, I don't know. It's a bunch. It's a whole bunch. I got a lot of raw ones. I got the entire set. I got plenty of slabbed ones. I got loose ones just on my desk over here for some reason, which I forgot why I put them there. I got all kinds. I don't think I have a count on that. I'm not the count up the investment and how much do you have kind of guy. Because people have asked me that before. They're like, hey, how much like money do you have in like, tied up in your stuff? I'm like thinking like, I have no idea. Like, I really don't. I don't categorize and catalog everything. One of my buddies who does stuff like this, he does. And he's like, oh, you should. And I'm like, nah, I don't think I should. That seems like a real pain. It seems like a real pain. What's good, man? This is Phoenix off drip. Oh, what's up, Phoenix? Old Matt Pekka. What's up, Matt? Let's see, who else? Nick Anderson in the house. Thank you for the, probably over 24 months by now, isn't it, Nick? You got to be over 24 months. Thank you for being a member that long. I greatly appreciate it. All the members, super thankful you guys have been hanging out. I got a new members only video coming to you this Friday, the 26th. It's a coin guy video. So it's members only right now. As of the 26th, everybody will have access to it. So members are just getting early access. Jackie Wren, I paid 6.5 on lots of standing Liberty quarters during a show. Thought that was expensive afterward. I mean, I guess it depends on the condition. If it's just, rough condition. Of course, standing libs, I mean, where I am, it's hard to get them anymore. Like in the junk piles, people like will pay a little extra for those sometimes. From Singapore, Georgie? Well, hello. Welcome. Does that bust have hairlines? Let's look. Let's go back to it. You want to go back? Forgive me if I'm a little slow on the chat. I'm trying to get to as many as I can. Let's see. You want to look for the hairlines. I would say this thing has definitely been scraped across at one point, huh? Look at this thing. Whew. That looks like that has some concrete lines. Yikes, huh? Yeah, they might have done some whizzing on it because it definitely was plugged. So it has that repair done to it. And you can kind of see the evidence of that here. So they might have done that to try to hide some of what was going on with the overall coin itself. Still a great coin. I'm super in love with this coin. And I actually have a video coming up talking about how in love I am with coins that are damaged that I have in my collection just because of the history here. I mean, find a 1798 in any condition and get that into your collection. It just, So iconic, so much history. Phew. I love it. I love it. And I don't genuinely, or generally, excuse me, I don't generally love cleaned coins, but that one right there, and coins like this, no, sorry, cleaned, damaged. Like coins like this, coins that are cleaned or damaged like this, I can totally justify that. And like I said, generally, I don't collect that kind of stuff, but I can put aside my feelings for certain pieces for sure. Back to the chat. I paid $700 for a Franklin half dollar NGC says is worth $1,050. Well, what does eBay sold listings say? And you know what? eBay sold listings, they're also not the greatest source of information either. It's just one of the best that we have to deal with easily. You know, that's one of the best to go to, because the best source of information is going and putting it at a coin show and seeing what you can get. You know, I mean, that's the best, but how are you going to find that price ever? How are you going to determine that? You're not. I mean, it's so like eBay sold listings is just, it's what we got, unfortunately. But you got to consider that people usually pay a little bit more on there because they have to worry about, you know, the people selling have to worry about the fees and everything. So they tend to put stuff up a little bit inflated. And the people that are just sitting on their couch that don't want to go to a coin show or a shop, I mean, they want to find the coin they're looking for. They don't have much of a choice. They just, if they want to shop from the comfort of their home auction style, without signing up through some of the big boys like Heritage and everything, you got to go through eBay. It's just so much easier. Unfortunately, that's the life we live, right? Now this coin right here, I can stand to get rid of this one. That's not a problem. I was actually surprised that this one ended up getting cleaned on it. So let me show this one off. Yeah, you know what? Now I see the hairlines, and see how the hairlines are all kind of going one way only. You see how they're all just like a one-way kind of street? That's usually somebody just kind of going back and forth the same way, real lightly. Because rarely when they do the cleaning are they ever kind of going in circles, you know, wax on, wax off style. They're kind of just, so that's kind of like why you see you definitely see it when you zoom in though. It is plain as day. Now this side looks great. The reverse is fantastic on this. I really don't see an issue here. It's just that darn obverse. Oh well, what can you do, right? What can you do? So I wouldn't mind getting rid of that coin at some point. 13% to sell on Feebay. It seems like most people like the 420 coin. You seem to be the only boomer that doesn't like it. Haha, says Sentinel. I think that a lot of confusion with that coin, Sentinel, was that I had some kind of war on drugs that I'm involved in. I really don't care about weed. I don't care if people do what they want to do. It's not about that at all. I was just like, first of all, you're paying a premium. If people don't know what they're talking, I'll show you what you're talking about. Because some people are like, what are we saying here? Let me go find it real quick. Let me find my post. There's a lot of confusion, I think, going on here. Here we go. All right, I found it. So this coin right here. So first of all, this coin, I think that they're charging $55, I think, for this coin, which is a 2024 American Silver Eagle. So first of all, you're making people pay extra for literally ink on a coin. It's not like anything special. It's not like hardcore going to stay on there. It's more of a sticker than anything, but it's technically, I think it's actually like an ink that almost like a laser printer puts on there. And so you're overpaying for this thing. And then they've taken the design, an iconic design that is over 100 years old by Adolf Weinman, and they've put, you know, their design over top of it. I like guns. I like guns a lot. If I saw Liberty holding, you know, an AR and an AK in this hand, and then like all like, you know, with a sticker over top of it, I'd be like, what are we doing here? Like, you've changed an iconic design so that you can put like your agenda on it. That's the part that I don't get. I don't get. I don't have a problem with you smoking this all day long. You can smoke it until your eyes bleed out of your head. It makes no concern to me whatsoever. It's the fact that they're overcharging for it, and they've basically just done this over top of a iconic design. I don't get it. I don't get it. And did I mention it's a sticker? I've showed these stickers off before, that I've taken my torch and I've literally for 1 second put my torch on it, and it just all goes away. It all shrinks up. And then what's left underneath is a disgusting looking piece. So you can't just go, oh, I'm going to clean that off of there and it'll be fine. You've pretty much ruined the piece once you get that sticker off of there. And so if you end up going to a coin shop, let's say, you know, it's time to be done. You're like, you know what? This piece right here has seen better days. Let me go ahead and bring this over to a coin shop. If you bring it to them just like this, they're going to be like, okay, like I'm only going to give you, you know, spot. It's not even the Silver Eagle anymore. They're not going to pay you Silver Eagle prices for it. It's going to be less than that. And then if you decide, hey, I'm going to go ahead and tear that off of there, that sticker, before I sell it so I can get Silver Eagle prices, you've ruined the piece because it looks terrible underneath and it never recovers. And they're going to still give you less than spot because now you have a damaged coin that you're trying to sell them. So that's where I am on it. And the confusion I thought was kind of funny. I think I've said plenty of times that I really don't care what somebody does in that department. Let's see, what else? Go back to the chat. How would you price something that's cleaned? Again, Jackie, I think you got to go to the sold listings on eBay. There's plenty of clean coins on there that are selling all the time. But I've done it before to where I've looked at the price of the, like, because I couldn't find the clean coin I was trying to sell. Let's say it's an 1884 O, and I'll look at the price of maybe like an uncirculated one. Like for instance, we'll use this. Here's an 1884 O, and this one right here is Unk Detail. So first I'll go ahead and look up uncirculated examples that are around the same kind of quality of this one, and I'll see what those are sold for, and then I'll come back probably 10, 15, 20%, like that much, to try to get rid of it. And I mean, those numbers vary depending on, you know, many things. You might be able to put it for 5% less and you can get a hit on it, but for me, I'm just trying to get rid of it. So 10, 20%, I'm just trying to liquidate as fast as possible. And I think it's worked every single time. That's 100 years older than me. Crazy how so many reverse look amaze on Morgans. Speg, were you in T's auction earlier? I was. There is a Liberty Leaf Silver round from back in the day. Or was it a bot? It was me. I hate painted eagles. Like, I have these right here as something that I just got recently. And I thought they were actually kind of cool. And I'm not a smoker by any means, but you didn't kind of take an iconic design and reuse it for your own purposes. So I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. Let's try to zoom in. So these are like the little silver shield pieces. So they always do like some political things, but looks like you have Puppet Uncle Sam doing some stuff right there. You got the Twin Towers with a big snake around them. Just a lot going on here. And then on the back, you have this. Huh? Kind of a version of the maple leaf, I suppose. It's just whatever, you know, it doesn't bother me. I thought they were fine enough. I was like, you know what, that's kind of funny. Whatever, it's silver bullion. It's not trying to pull the wool over somebody with something like a collector's piece and try to make them pay more for a sticker. I think I mostly have I don't have a war on drugs, I have a war on stickers. I don't think the stickers belong on our silver, you know? And I've said that for years now. And people keep buying them, and they keep paying crazy amounts of money for them. What can you do? What can you do? All right, let's keep going. Yeah, they are crap, says Ray Numi. Good morning, Speg from Sydney, Australia. How is Australia doing these days? I heard you guys had a really, really unfortunate like mall stabbing over there. That was pretty crazy. Can a bath in 100% acetone take care of it? It takes it off. Pocket change expector, absolutely. Can definitely ruin that sticker. But underneath, after that sticker, that residue has like kind of like got into the silver a little bit. It just looks awful. It looks terrible. Try it out. Look for yourself sometime. Either take a torch or take acetone and try to get a sticker off of a coin if you have one. If you get one for cheap enough just to try it, it looks terrible underneath. You'll never have it to where it looks like a brand new BU condition piece. Henry says, I don't have many coin shops in my area, but my pawn shop buys silver eagles at spot, but sells them $1 over spot. Okay. Is it okay to clean coins with Dawn soap and water? For what? Silver Whisperer? Why would you do it? Why? What are you trying to clean off of them? I mean, if you got, I guess, large caked on dirt from it being under the earth for many years, I mean, I guess you could try to get some of those chunks off, but what else are you trying to clean off of it? I mean, what do you really got on there? Did you drip spaghetti on there when you're eating? I tell you what, if I have a shirt and it's white and I eat spaghetti, forget about it. I've ruined the shirt. I have definitely ruined it. I don't like clean coins, but I like my shirts to be clean. And that doesn't happen when I eat spaghetti. That's tell you what. That's for sure. What was the type of gold found in the movie Goonies? Man, I haven't watched Goonie for a long time. Was it like Black Bart's gold? Who was that? I can't remember, man. I can't remember. Tell me, what was it? It's just another type of damage on sticker on coins. Yeah, to me, almost like a sticker on a coin is almost a damaged coin right off the bat. Look how, I mean, this stuff right here, again, environmental damage. I mean, what does that mean? To me, that means this right here is probably been in the salt water. I mean, this is a beautiful piece. I don't know if you can see this. I love the edge on these so much. It is probably the best part, in my opinion, of these coins. It is so interesting. They are neat. Oh, Willie is Willie's gold, right? Oh, man. Ah. Now I remember. Show us something you really enjoy. Let me get my wife and kids in here. Right? That's what I really, really enjoy. But I enjoy all this stuff too, for sure. Nobody buying silver, just playing with it right now. I bought silver just not too long ago. In fact, a lot. I wish I could show you the desk over here next to me. It's loaded. I'm always a buyer. I see a lot of these tubers, let's just call them that, the tubers, that they'll stall when prices come up. I have never been that guy. You've seen me many times when silver comes up, I still buy 100-ounce bars and stuff. It's not a problem. I'm a believer in stacking and putting it away. So if it happens to be up when I have the money to stack, then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be a buyer. That's a great coin. I was actually really happy to get this one. I remember Coin Guy having this, and we might have showed it on a video. And when I saw this coin, I'm like, I don't know why, but I was mesmerized by it. I was like, man, it's just a VG10, right? But it's a nice date. It just looks so great, so problem-free. It's got the CAC sticker, which I know, buy the coin, not the holder, but that little green bean just, it really does pop. They came out with a good system with that bean, I tell you what. A good system. Let's see. Back to the chat. This is Spegtacular. I'm treating some of his clothes as we speak. He can't eat anything without wearing it. Yeah, what did I get on it last time? Some kind of grease. I was out cleaning my grill, and I was trying to be careful, but I did get some grease on my clothes. That did happen. Greasy pizza stains, absolutely. Always do that. And it's pretty much, this is what I found that I've been doing lately, right? I can be as careful as can be when I'm eating. I mean, just so careful. I'm watching what I'm doing. I got a plate almost up to my chin. You know what I mean? I'm doing it right. And then what happens is I end up, the last bite slips out and it hits the shirt. The very last bite. Every single time lately. It's like I was doing so good. So good. And then you can wear like a little napkin bib. That's fine, but you know, spaghetti sauce is going to go right on through it. Not a problem. One Eye Willie on the Goonies. Man, it might be time to watch the Goonies again. I might have to, I don't know, my kids kind of get scared with a lot of things. It might be something that scares them. As a boy growing up, man, I didn't get scared about too much. I watched It when I was a kid. That was pretty wrong. I probably shouldn't have watched that when I was as young as I was. That made me a little scared of clowns for many years. But I've gotten over that over the last few months. I'm finally not scared of clowns anymore. But just about everything else as a boy, I can watch. Not a problem. I really like those pillar dollars. I would like to get some, and I probably would get them graded condition. Yeah, I would say with the pillar dollars, Henry, try to get them graded. I actually went to a local coin shop 2 weeks ago, and they had, I think, 4 pillar dollars, maybe 3 or 4. I got one. This is not it. I would think it was over here where I showed it earlier. But, you know, they were all graded. They all had some kind of problems, whether they were cleaned or damaged. It's fine. It's a coin that's a couple hundred years old now. It is what it is. But they also had 3 or 4 sitting there that were fake. And he says that when he got the collection, he had the fake ones mixed in with these, and, you know, you got to be careful. You got to be careful on them. A lot of fake ones out there. Congratulations, you have such a positive attitude. Oh, you have a positive attitude, Bob. You're so positive and handsome. Go look in the mirror, Bob. Just be proud of yourself. David Quarter, food just isn't any good unless you get some on you. It's like compliments to the chef. Yeah, right? Like you eat barbecue, like you go ahead and wipe your fingers on your sleeve and stuff. You know, forget about napkins. Let's just use your sleeve. Smoke, okay, yeah, smoke grease, whatever it was, yeah. 1895 is the only Morgan I need. Really? So what you're saying is you need the one I have? Joe? Maybe you can trade me a guitar for it? Green Egg or Traeger, are you Italian? I don't think so, Bob. I don't think I have Italian in me because I am pretty white. I will say that I don't tan very well. But Traeger, yes, Traeger. King used to have a place over on how do you say that? Casey Key? Casey Key near Sarasota? Who's King? Let's go back to some more coins here. Fun little piece, huh? Is this one of the ones that I had graded? I think I sent this off to get graded. I thought it was pretty. I'm like, you know what? Rather than just sitting there in my little foreign box, I'll go ahead and put it into a nice little slab. Nice little slab. A lot of hairlines on that one too. But you can see how it kind of goes around it. It doesn't go like straight back and forth. It has more of like a round feature to those hairlines. We're going to come back, hopefully, to that piece dollar we were talking about earlier where we can compare it. Let's see. Here's some more piece dollars. Oh, here's one right here. So this is a little bit lower though. It's hard to, because that one's going to be more of like a XF. This is more like a fine here. In fact, it is a fine. Here's a fine 15. So we're going to look at this one up close to see if it has hairlines, but this is definitely going to be much more worn down. Because this one right here, again, that's going to be a higher, it's going to be like 45, XF 45. Let's get in there. Let's see if we can't see anything. It's going to be too hard to tell on this one. You got pitting, if anything, on this one now, because it's so worn down. Yeah. No hairlines, just pits. Little pits. There's like a spot right there on the neck where another coin slammed into it. See that right there? This 21 has seen some things, right? It's definitely been used to purchase some stuff. Man. Look how crazy, huh? But I love them like this. Used. I mean, this is a coin that's been out there. Has seen some things. Wow. Okay, back to the questions. I have some more. Henry says, I just want to say I find your channel the most honest. I like others, but I respect the fact that I don't hear you saying SD Bullion every episode. Well, SD Bullion pays those guys, Henry, so they want to keep that money going. I mean, I understand it. I mean, they got a channel, and sometimes, you know, like Henry with this channel, I didn't plan on doing a live in 2024. You know, you know what I mean? Like I didn't plan on being this guy. But then, like, as you have a channel, you kind of have like responsibilities a little bit. Like, people are going to want to see you live once in a while. You got to maintain the channel. You got to keep building it. You got to keep going to coin shops and doing interviews. Otherwise, you don't, you know, have those viewers. So they're just trying to build the channel, and you know, SD is probably helping them tremendously, I would say, do that. And so you got to see it all over their screen, you know, blah blah blah. I mean. You know, you look down at my comments, you can see some of my sponsors. I mean, JM Bullion is obviously one of my sponsors, and they're great. You know, they've been there for many years, you know, hanging out with me. But they don't demand of me what these other places are demanding of their creators. So JM Bullion's really easy to work with. Obviously, they're part of A-Mark, and A-Mark is massive. So they're not trying to, you know, really tear down any businesses like SD might need to get their names out there. A-Mark is doing pretty darn well. In fact, I don't know if you keep an eye on their stock, which I do own a little bit. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but I do. A-Mark has been like buying like a lot. They recently acquired like LPM over in Hong Kong. Provident, JM Bullion, Silver.com. I think they bought Gold.com. They buy so many companies. I wouldn't be surprised if, and after a few years, they buy some big name ones that you're familiar with, you know, soon, like some really big name places, because they're just acquiring everybody. It's kind of amazing. But luckily they don't, and I actually told them, I told JM this, I said, you guys don't stress me out. You know, like, you're not expecting me to do crazy things like you are some of those other sponsors. So, but you know, you have to, again, it's one of those things. You want to have a big YouTube channel, you want to keep it going. You know, sometimes the sponsors do help. And as the viewer, you know, maybe just look around it a little bit. Let's see. Oh, hold on, I'm missing some comments here. I'm missing some comments. Stephen King, It reference. Oh, did I miss it? Dude, it's been a long time since I watched it. And I didn't feel like watching the new one either. I was like, the old one scared me enough as a kid. I think I'm good. Doesn't everyone eat with their shirt off? I do that sometimes, Jay Hike, because I realize that that's one way to not dirty my shirts. But now I got to take my pants off when I eat, because it translates right down to my pants instead of my shirt. Why do dealers offer 50% under gray sheet and retail on trade? I don't know. I've never heard of them going 50%. That seems like a lot. Razzie, do you guys in Florida have fire bans where you can't use your barbecue? It's a bummer. I think we have restrictions on how far away you can be from a home. Sometimes during really hot months, or you know, months where there's an increased fire chance, there might be some more stuff that goes up. But I think other than keeping the fire away a certain distance from any house or structure is the only restrictions we have. The peace dollar has always been my favorite silver dollar, the silver dollar of the gangsters and of the 20s. It's a cool coin, man. It's a cool coin. Some people don't like peace dollars at all, though, right? Some people are like, ew, peace dollars. I like the Morgan only. I think the peace dollar is a a great coin. Iconic. I love how this side right here, it just has so much openness, and you get the eagle, just iconic as can be. And you get basically the fiance of the artist of this right here used in the portrait as, you know, a Lady Liberty. Very, very cool. Very cool. You guys knew that it was actually his fiance that he took the imagery of in order to make her onto a coin. So yes, very beautiful Art Deco style coin for sure. That one's bright. That's a bright, bright peace dollar. Thank you guys for hanging out. I greatly appreciate it. I'm just going to get through more and trying to get to the questions. Had nothing really going on today. One of the kids are sick, so we couldn't go do all the cool family stuff today. How long will all those slabs stay on your desk before you put them away? Oh, right after this show, David. Yeah, once this show's done, they're going right back. Yeah, I don't mess around with that stuff. Because what's the point of having, you know, this kind of stuff if you're just going to leave it out? You got to protect it a little bit. Speg, 60-year coin shop here, and some of those stickers will come off with alcohol. Stand the coin up on end and let it do its thing. Do not lay flat. What stickers? Like these ones right here? I actually like keeping those on there, James. Just because it kind of keeps track for me of where I paid for things. So I personally like to keep those kind of stickers on there. I wish, though, James, if I could be honest with you, I wish more places did this, where they put it in the little plastic sleeve and they stickered the plastic. That would be better. Oh, colorized eagles? Well then, James, you know too that when you have the colorized eagles, that residue doesn't fully wear away. You can put as much alcohol or anything you want to put on there, and there's still going to be, it still looks gross underneath. It's not just residue, like it ruins the piece. I'll have to do another video again because I've done that before and I've showed it off and it's just gross. The weight is probably only a few grams too light. That's why they make them that way. We have fire bans here in Perth on the hottest windy days, but barbecues are okay. Good morning, everyone. 9:05 in Northwest Alaska. 9:05. Is it dark over there right now, Andrew? Oh, man. I'm going to scroll back up. Yes, I think he said the 26th. What is the 26th? Oh, yes, the 26th. Right now, members, Kane, have access to the video right now on the 26th. They have early access, and then everybody will have access on the 26th. Hey, Speg and Mrs. I caught a live. Yes, you did, Drickett. Congratulations. You ever listen to the No Agenda podcast? No. I might have to check it out. You really have a Traeger? I have some of that stock. Didn't do well. I love all US dollars. Yep, got a Traeger. I like all large silver coins. Do you regret not buying more graded coins instead of raw and flips? No, I don't have any regrets about what I've bought, to be honest with you. There's definitely some stories about the ones that have gotten away, but I like the coins I've gotten. Very, very happy with them. That's some dark old toning right there, huh? I got dipped in tar. I like both Morgan and Peace dollars, says Eagle. Henry says, Liberty on the Peace dollar is, my opinion, the most beautiful, or more beautiful than the Morgan, and the Eagle by far outshines the Morgan. They're both very iconic to me. They're both very interesting. I have a hard time saying that I love one more than the other. It's tough. It's very tough. I think I love the Peace dollar obverse a little bit better, but they're still so great. Still so great. It's hard to say though, if I can truly say that the reverse or eagle is like better than the other one. Razzie asks, Speg, do you buy 1 cent Abraham Lincoln coins? Have a few greater ones. Love deep red. Yeah, I have a few. Let me see what I got here. here's something you might like. Again, we're gonna try to have to zoom in here. Let's see what we got. Here's a 1909 SVDB. No, no, no. I woke you up there for a second though. Just a 1909 VDB though. Little schmutz on the capsule. Not from me, it's from the other person, I promise you. There's the VDB that we all know and love. Nice mint state 64 red. So yeah. I like coins, man. You've just reached that channel, the coin channel, where I talk about coins, not just silver, not just gold. I do enjoy my coins. Gabriel says, J and Bullion is about the most expensive. What, out of the different companies? I think that you have a company that has a lot of different things. And AppMex said this many years ago. They were like, you know, yes, we're more expensive, but it's your one-stop shop. And J and Bullion is kind of like the same kind of ordeal. They have everything that you're trying to get. And in some cases I've gone there and they've definitely been the lowest. I was looking at a coin, what was it, 2 weeks ago, one and a half weeks ago now, and they wanted $599 for this coin. Everywhere else, including eBay and like little sellers on eBay, wanted $1,100 for this coin. And I was like, holy smokes. Like you could literally buy it on J and Bullion's website and then become one of those flippers, you know, right? Like instantly. It's not a problem. And people were selling them for $1,100. Like it wasn't like, you know, they were offering it and then it wasn't getting sold. It was being sold. It's crazy. The creeping crud is blowing through the area. What is that? The sicknesses? Oh man, my chat just flipped on me again. Spegtacular. Someone further back asked if you have any Dahlonega or Charlotte coins. I don't, Jim. I don't. I really, really want some. In fact, I think Coin Guy was talking about I think it was a Dahlonega that he had that he was trying to sell. And I think he sold it prior to me coming in. And I was thinking like, man, like I really want one of those. And I'd buy a cleaned one if I had to, just to have. Yeah, it's one of those ones I would like to get something, but I don't have it yet. Henry says, I love the fact that you put the Pledge of Allegiance in your videos, and I always put my hand over my heart when you do so. Thank you, Henry. I appreciate it. Just like anything else in this channel, you get some people love it, some people hate it. Some people try to critique me on it, saying like, Pledge of Allegiance is so outdated. It's, you know, it's communist ideology, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, whatever you want to think, man. I like it. I'm going to put it on my channel because, oh, well, you know, it's my channel. So I'm going to keep doing it. It's what I did in school every single day, and I didn't grow up as a communist. Worked out pretty good for me, you know. Here's a nice one right here, huh? Look at that nasty thing. 1935. I remember when I got this one and when I had it graded. And I remember the coin shop owner at the time who sent this off to get graded. When I got it back, he goes, that's a gift. He goes, this right here, that's a gift. Like they gave you a gift on that one. But I think it's a great coin. You can still see the luster through all that tar or whatever's on there. I've actually come to grow pretty fond of that coin, if I do say so myself. Like the 8 Real, me too, I love them. I asked about Dahlonega and Charlotte, says Bob. I think I just answered that, right? One day. When I hit the lottery, I'll just get all kinds of stuff, right? Brent says, my 2x2 raw flip collection has gotten too big. Wish I bought more graded coins. Well, if you're worried about the size of your 2x2 collection, I mean, wait till you get a bunch of graded coins. They take up a lot of room. A lot of room. It's a 1927. I don't see these too often, 1927s. Kind of unusual. Right, I'm proud to be American. A lot of people are I mean, I don't say a lot of people, but there's people that aren't proud of where they live for whatever reason. I'm thinking like, well, as an American, you also have the choice to not be in America if you so choose. If you got the means to do so, then you can definitely skedaddle. It's not a problem. You know, nobody's holding you against your will in this country. If you don't like it, you can definitely easily leave. You have that freedom to go where you want. Some places it might not be so easy to leave, but in America, it's quite easy. If you want to go somewhere, you can just go. You know, maybe not during COVID times. You might have to worry about those moments, but any other moments in our history, it seems like it's been pretty easy. Any flying eagle sense? Let me see. You talking graded? Let me see what I got for you. Whoa. All right, let's see. Almost dropped it. Here is, let's see here. Definitely one of my favorite scents by far. I'm sorry with the lighting and stuff. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying with the lighting. This is too great of a coin to not get a good picture of it. Come on. Come on, expensive camera. You can do it. Oh, it's going to be blurry, isn't it? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. 1 cent. Would you pay 1 cent for that? One of my first coins that I got was actually a flying eagle cent. I bought it raw at a flea market. And I think I paid, is either 25 or 30 for it at the flea market. And I still have it in my collection, in my box of cents. Very, very pretty coins. I'd like to get this right here, that design on the dollar. I'd like to get one of those one day. That's kind of like one of my bucket list coins. So yeah, I got a little bit of that for you. Put that away. Let me get some more of the chat. Oops, let me scroll back out too. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with me on a Sunday. You're definitely a positive influence on the majority of your viewers. To all the negative Nellies, I will say as nicely as possible for you. Negative is not here. Well, listen. I am a child of the internet age. Just about as far as I can remember, because I'm 40 years old now. I've had the internet. I've been all over the internet. I've been in chat rooms where people just, they say things that they don't mean. And I've been guilty of saying things that I don't truly mean. I know how it goes. You know, when you're in person, you're a little bit more civil for sure. Your feelings come out a little differently when you're on the internet. I mean, we all know, right? We've all been there. We've all been there. Let's see. This is a guaranteed safe space. Guaranteed. Hey, oh shoot, I missed that one. You were asking me if I had something. Oh, no. You've got a few undergraded coins. That's the idea, right, Bob? That's always the idea. I heard China is pricing silver differently in the United States or in the London Exchange. Really? Do you have any more annex? I think. I'm sure I do. I'm sure I do. It could be under all kinds of stuff. I think so. I think so. There's also some stuff I never actually got out today. I got a bunch, but there's plenty of stuff that's still waiting to show you all. I'm almost done. The piece set need 2. Need 2 what on the piece set? Australia or America and Australia are close allies and always will be. Oh yeah, those are our brothers from down under. For sure, man. You don't mess with Crocodile Dundee down there, I tell you what. Whew. 1882 CC, huh? Huh? Ooh. That's a pretty one. Got those CCs that everybody just loves and adores, right? I know I do. I'm a big fan of those CCs, those double Cs. Who else likes double Cs? Anybody else? Press 1 in the chat if you like double Cs. I'm sorry, the chat is scrolling. I'm trying to get to some of these questions. I'm sorry if I missed you. The Flying Eagle design was an original pattern for the reverse of the seated Liberty dollar. A shame it was not adopted, right? That's why you had the Gorbachev dollar, the Gorbachev, however you say it. Those are awesome. That's one of my bucket list items, 80s Sojourner. Definitely want one. Me too, 28 years, United States Marine Corps, Sergeant Major, retired. Appreciate all of you guys' services for sure that served. I'm sure that you guys are not liking what's going on around you at this very moment in this country that you served for. Look at that. Look at all the ones that like the double C's. Those big old double C's. That 1882 is absolutely awesome. I think so too. I think it's a great coin. I forget where I got that. It might have been at the fun show. Hopefully I get to go back there again. We'll see. I didn't get to go, I think, the last couple times. Unfortunately, the fun show started this whole thing where they're like, we need to see your license. You need to write on a piece of paper who you are and your address and blah, blah, blah. And I'll tell you what, I made a post saying that I don't agree with them asking for all your information like that. And I'll tell you what, as a person who deals in coins, right, who both buys and sells them, who has a big YouTube channel, I get these emails all the time. In fact, I'm going to read you guys the email because I think it's so ridiculous. I've never responded to these people, but they're sending me these emails, and I'd imagine that they would send them out to other people too. So let me try to find it real quick. It's pretty disturbing if you are a coin show attendee. So hold on, I got to try to find it. It usually goes to my junk mail because I put it over there, right here. This email comes from Olivia, and it says, the Money Show Attendees Verified Database. And Olivia says, hi, would you be interested in acquiring the Money Show Attendees Verified Database for 2024? 16,865 present we have verified contacts. The cost is $1,749. Regards, Olivia, Marketing Coordinator. So what does that mean? That means that Olivia has the information, probably the emails and the phone numbers for 16,865 people that went to the Money Show, right? And she's willing to sell that information. You're going to sell your email and your phone number for $1,749 to people like me who have websites where I can add you to my database, right? Add you to my mailing list and get information to all of you. So you're becoming valuable just on your email and your phone numbers, right? That's what you guys are to people, is you're an email and a phone number, and you are somebody who's probably bought coins or interested in it and may buy again from somebody like me. So I ignore those emails. Like I said, I sent those all to spam, but just realize that that's why I think it's important to not have your information go public like that, because you're going to have room for human scumbaggery that's going to end up trying to sell your information. And it happens all the time. And as you can see, it's trying to, it's happening to me. And I'd imagine that I'm not the only person getting those emails from Olivia. I'm sure that many people are getting those emails from Olivia, and she's just trying her best to sell those 16,000 people as many times as she can to make that money. So again, I don't agree. I don't agree with having our personal information available to human beings at those kind of places. In fact, whenever I go to a coin show, and usually when you go to the front door, they're saying, hey, sign up for a raffle and you can win a prize. I think it's something that I don't agree with, because what they end up doing is put you on a mailing list. And I've been on that mailing list before, so I know it's true. And that way they can show you, hey, we got another show coming up whenever. And I don't know where else that mailing list or who else gets access to that mailing list. But I usually put fake information down on that raffle. I don't care if I don't win. Your silver eagle at the door or whatever it is. I would recommend that you guys do the same too. Put some fake stuff down. That's a beautiful 1882 CC, right? The double C's that many of you like, apparently. Proof like too. No big deal. We're just gonna add the proof like in there. No big deal. It's a great coin. Very pretty. Sir Viewer says, I'm here, where's my prize? The prize is you, sir. Look in the mirror. You're the prize, right? Looks nice, GSA. I have a couple GSAs. What happened to the silver shortage? Did we get scammed one year? Of course you did, Leonard. There was never a silver shortage. Never once. Never one time. I mentioned that many times in my videos that there was no such thing as a silver shortage. In fact, coin shop and bullion shop owners also were on my side on that, saying that there was never a silver shortage. It was just silver got more expensive, and so you probably didn't want to pay the price to get that silver. Now there was moments where like APMEX or whatever was like, hey, we have to source a bunch of silver, and we probably all got that email where they said that they were sourcing 1,000,000 something ounces of silver because of the demand being high. But you could still go on APMEX and find silver. That was not a problem. It was, again, just you weren't finding the price that you wanted to find it for, you know? So you can't tell me there's a shortage when when APMEX puts out an email saying, hey, you know, we didn't know you guys were going to buy as much as you did, so we've already sourced 1,000,000 something ounces. Like, it's fine. Like, don't worry about it. You know, just keep ordering. Not a problem. That tells you right there that there's plenty of it out there if one company was able to quickly get 1,000,000 ounces. Craziness. More peace dollars? Where can I put this? This is an old NGC slab, isn't it? It's a fatty. Yeah. Do you know the type of gold that was made to pay and tribute for the stealing of the Ark of Covenant by the Palestinians? What was it, Henry? Tell us. What was the type of gold? What was it? Give it to us. Oh, I was way up in the chat. Ooh. Pasco County Coin Show mails me a card every show that is upcoming. Yeah. How'd they get your info, you think, Mike? At the door, right? Hey, you want to get a Silver Eagle? Go ahead and put your email. Go put your address. Put your phone number on this little card. I don't agree with that, right? They should be saying, hey, by the way, once your information goes on this card, we're going to keep it and we're going to mail you something all the time so that if your mail accidentally goes into the wrong mailbox, well, now your neighbors are going to know that you're a coin collector too. Ugh, I don't like that. 1922, common peace dollar, old holder. Look at that. Was 39 on the sticker. I paid less than that. I forget what it was now. It's been so many years. But old holder, 1922 peace dollar. I like it. I like that price too. Feels good. Feels good. FYI, that 8 real and MS62 just sold for $450 on eBay, and the NGC value is 110. Jeez. So there's a difference, huh? That's what we were talking about earlier. My goodness. Another peace dollar. People are asking how many peace dollars I have. There you go. It's a bunch. Do I have any Czech lions? I don't think so. I don't think so. They have some bullion Czech lions, don't they? Because I think I sold some of those. Like the newer ones. That's an old holder, it is. Hey, Bob, how much do you believe in GC price guides for Mexico? Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, obviously the prices are all over the place between two different places. And what do you believe more? You believe the price guide says a number, or you believe the actual person that bought the coin at the number? You know? You know what I mean? Henry says the gold that was made to be... Oh, wait, hold on. We missed it. Where was the name of the gold? Oh, Henry didn't... Okay. The gold that was made to be paid was in the form of mice/rats in the shape of the boils of the affliction placed upon their bodies of the plague they suffered. The gold. Is that what you meant right there instead of gold? How interesting is that? Do you prefer peace or Morgan dollars? And if you have a preference, why? I don't think that I prefer one or the other. I think I was kind of talking about that earlier where I said that they're both very, very pretty to me. Iconic. I think that there's more potential when it comes to investing in the peace dollar. It's a set that all of the set hasn't become 100 years old yet, so we have some room for that price to come up. So I think you can get them at some good prices still. And when that set all becomes over 100 years old, so that's going to be I think a big movement for those coins right there to be a little bit more valuable. And also with the peace dollars, and you can look at this through your red book, but look at the mintage on the peace dollars. Some of the years are very, very low, extremely low. And some of the survivability on some of the higher grades within the peace dollar set are extremely low. So there's a lot of money and potential to be made on peace dollars, I think, when it comes to investment. Not that there's not money to be made on Morgan dollars. I mean, that's foolish to say that. It's just, I think that there's a lot in the peace dollar. It's easy. You can get raw peace dollars still for so cheap and make some good profit on them. All right, we got some more slabs here, ladies and gentlemen. More slabs are coming. Oh, speech text. You're doing the talk to speech or talk to text, whatever it is. 1917D. This is that really, really nice 1917D that I had graded, which I wish it had gotten higher. It's just a beautiful coin. It's so stinking pretty. The colors on this are phenomenal. I think it deserves to be higher. You don't find mercury dimes like this. And this is also the one, so it got AU58. So the way PCGS works is unless it is MS, they don't give it the split band designation. So I've looked at this many times under a microscope. This thing is full split bands. I don't care, that it's not mint state. To me, I don't agree that you don't grade it as split bands just because it's not mint state. Split bands is split bands. That's a ridiculous, just a arbitrary, just dumb rule in my opinion. But they made it, they graded it. Maybe one day I'll crack this gal out and I'll try it again, because I think unfortunately, this is I think buy the coin and not the holder situation. This is a great coin, in my humble opinion, as the owner of the coin, my biased opinion. Any old annex holders? Yes, I had some right here actually. Couple old annex holders. That Morgan really does pop, doesn't it? Really, really does. I would like to get a membership with CAC. I did the PCGS, I did NGC. I would like to get a membership with CAC and try them out. I don't know that I love the CAC holders though. What do you guys think on the CAC holders? Are you guys enjoying them? It's pretty dime with the slant, sender to CAC. Gold closed at 4,060, silver at 48.69 here in New Zealand. How is New Zealand? What's going on over there? Dude had a bad morning. The dime? Yeah, I know. That's the way I felt. I was like, man, I got messed up on that one. Good afternoon, everyone. I happened to buy my first peace dollars, 1924 and 22. But they are in PCS holders at 40 bucks a piece at a pawn shop. Was I overpriced for the holder? What's the grade, brother? Gotta tell us the grade. CAC holders are solid, says Surf at 1. Okay, you like them? Okay. The holders are cheap looking compared to NGC, says Nick Anderson. David says, I have a 1942D Mercury dime with full bands in excellent condition, probably mint state 67 easy. I used to have one somewhere, really nice dime. I don't see it here. It might still be something we're going to be finding here. Oh, I don't know what I did with it. Story of my life, huh? Story of my life. Speaking of story of my life, I was talking to the coin guy, and he was talking about, I think his Dahlonega, one of his Dahlonega coins. And he's like, I cannot remember what I did with that coin. I'm like, that's troubling. That's troubling. You have a Dahlonega that you don't remember what you did with it. PCGS, genuine cleaned XF detail. Again, cleaned. We don't really like clean coins, right? But these so-called dollars, I will definitely have to make some considerations on. Such a neat piece. What do you guys think? Worth it? Not worth it? Clean, stay away? You Florida guys are so lucky to have coin stores everywhere. We really do. They're all over the place. All over it. Antique shops, coin shops, everywhere. Mike says, sorry I have to bail. Life is catching up to me. Catch soon at the show. The future Speg. Take care of everyone. Oh, you too, Mike. Thank you, man. Appreciate you for coming by. Appreciate you very, very much. Let me know what you think about the audio in that new video coming out this Friday, Mike, since you have early access to it, unless you're going to wait till Friday. But of course, any channel member has early access to it. Got a proof Merc time overpaid from Vaultbox. Yeah, I think everybody overpaid from Vaultbox. I think that's kind of the idea, is that you overpay so that somebody out there has a chance to win something. I mean, it is what it is, right, Tom? Here's a piece that I got from Vaultbox that I actually really enjoy. More than any coin that I got from Vaultbox, I really, really like this nugget. Tell me what you think. I saw it. Guy sounded solid with the mic. Good, Nick. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. These things aren't cheap, so I really wanted to make sure it's working good. New Zealand is in recession. Lots of people moving to Australia. That's okay. I think everywhere's recession right now. Florida's heaven's waiting room. What's going on here, Silver Wolverine? No, we're just, talking about coins, grading, maybe coins as an investment a little bit. I'm showing kind of my investment strategy a little bit. That Yukon nugget is bomb. Yeah. I've seen them on eBay sold listings. They do very well on there. I have never seen one that's bigger than mine. Here, in fact, you know what? We're here. Let's look them up. So I'm going to bring it back out. So we got the Yukon Gold Nugget. We're going to go to eBay sold listing, see what we can find here. Vaultbox Yukon Gold Nugget. All right, you guys want to see? Let's see. Let's go here. So we're going to try, what size is mine? Mine is 2.78 grams. So here is a 2 gram, and it got $279. 2.07 grams, 284. What was mine again? 2.78 grams. See if we get close. 2.78. Here's close. Here's 2.67. So mine's bigger than this. I got 330 right here, though, this one. Mine's 278. 2.78. Again, a bigger one. Here's a whole set. Got close. Got real close. Here's 2.72. $400 for that one right there. That's a beautiful nugget, though. Let me take a look at this nugget. I mean, they took a terrible picture of it, but it's a great looking nugget. Yeah, I like that one a lot. So $400 for that one, though. So that's about as close as I've seen so far to mine. Mine's, again, though, a little bit bigger, 2.78. I was hoping to find a bigger one than mine because I really want to, like I said, I never find a bigger one. Not for sale, at least. Here we go. Oh, that's NGC, though. They don't count. I mean, it's all NGC, but not Vaultbox. We're going to Vaultbox only. Yeah, I don't see them. I don't see it, so I guess with the Vaultbox, the biggest one I've seen is probably this one right here, 2.72. Anyways, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Did I miss anything in the chat? It's been a fun show. Thank you, Seth. What kind of premium do nuggets have? Huge premiums. I mean, when you talk gold nuggets, you're definitely spot prices considered, but then over the top is really the premium that you're paying for the nugget. Nuggets always demand a premium, every single time. I've been getting into U.S. occupied coinage. Well, that's pretty cool, right? That's got to be some expensive stuff, too. A nugget is a cool thing to have slabbed. Yeah, it is. It just works out so nice to have it slabbed like that. Although, I mean, let's be honest, a raw nugget feels really cool in your hand, too. If I had a nugget like that, I would want to hold it speg outside of the slab. Yeah, right, Seth? That's exactly what I was just talking about, for sure. Don't most natural nuggets have some silver? They should, Dricket. since silver is usually like a byproduct of when they mine other things like gold or copper or anything else. I mean, it's there somewhere, so it probably does have some small amounts of silver in there. They're all like neighbors, you know? What was your first silver coin? Some foreign piece. I used to have a decent little foreign collection growing up, and I had silver coinage in there. So it might have been like a Canadian quarter. Might have been one of my first silver pieces, technically. It's a good question. I don't think anybody's ever asked me that before. Do you collect any Vam Morgans? I don't go out of my way to collect Vams, but if I see like a really cool one, I'm definitely willing to pick it up. I think I have some Vams that are not categorized within my, well, I mean, I definitely do. Let's be honest. I definitely have them. Like I have some 8 tail feathers and things like that. And but I don't have any that on the slab. It actually has the VAM and what number it is. Not to my knowledge. But I'm down to get some cool ones if there's, you know, out there for the price being the right price. You could reach out to NGC. They should be able to tell you the largest nugget that was packed in Vaultbox. Vaultbox might have that on their website too. I think I remember looking and seeing all of that stuff before I ended up buying Vaultbox. But that being said, Bob, I'm just looking for the one that got sold. If there's one that, you know, got sold larger than mine. Wouldn't that be sick though if I had the largest one that exists? I don't think I do. I think there's some 3-grammers out there. I've got some eagles from the secondary market, about to weigh them all to make sure there are no outliers. Oh, careful, David. Careful. Sometimes too good to be true is not a good idea. Here's a 1928S. I wish it was plain. I wish it was. I would take a 1928 AU58 plain piece dollar. That would not be a problem. That would not be an issue for me. Which year slabbed piece dollar is that in the back? Uh-oh. Did I put over this? Is this one right here? Was that this one? This very metallic looking one here? Looks like aluminum, doesn't it? Just 1922. No big deal. What's going on over there in the Silver Wolverine land? How's your YouTube been doing? Well, let's go look. Why do I ask when I can just like literally go to YouTube and find out? Let's check out the Silver Wolverine. Still going strong. 15.6K subscribers, so help him out if you want to see the Silver Wolverine. Talks a lot about what's going on in the U.S. Mint, which is not a lot so far this year, let's be honest. It's been kind of meh. Okay, here he talks about the microchip, which there's no microchip in a Silver Eagle, so don't worry about that. That's all a bunch of nonsense. About the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life that somebody actually genuinely believes that. Let's see. What else am I missing here in the chat? Was Vaultbox $500? I don't remember how much it was, Bob. I know it was a lot. Like I said, you overpay because somebody has to win. Like the Fujio. Me too, Jim. I really want to get more Fujios. Me too. I made that, you remember that, I did that. I made that silver round based on the Fujio. After I received it, I was like, oh man, what a cool, iconic piece of American history. Let me make a silver round based on the Fujio design. So this is my own custom design that I had created. It says, time flies, so mind your business. And it was all based off of the Fujio. And of course my logo is on it, no big deal. This is a little damaged one right here, so I kept it to myself rather than trying to sell one that had some chips out of it. That's typically what I do. when I make my custom stuff, if there's something that's damaged or not looking great, like rather than try to offload it, I just keep it. Here's one of the coin guy that I designed, and you can see how it is very, very off-centered, has that big chunk of metal right there. And so this was the only one ever made that had that kind of crazy error, and I ended up just keeping that. And bada bing. That's what I do. They have a Vault Box website with nuggets, only 4 above yours. What are you saying? You found it? There's only 4 of them that are higher than mine, Bob? Well, there you go. I'm going to be a millionaire now. I can't wait. Can't wait to be a millionaire. I'm so excited. First thing I'm going to do is buy something to eat. I'm getting hungry. It's about lunchtime. So yeah, food first. That's number 1. What about India and China buying all the silver? I'm surprised they just don't have their own to go mine for. This is some big places. Big places. And I don't think they can buy it all if we have a lot of it over here too that happens to be in one of these big banks. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? 6.55 is largest. Wow, that's a big one. I would love to have that big old nugget, right? This is a cool one right here. Not really a peace dollar, but in my opinion, Daniel Carr made the peace dollar almost better than the United States Mint. They are fantastic looking. How crazy, huh? Some good looking ones. Let's see, I think I got karaoke night over at the bar here next to me. That's what it sounds like, somebody's trying to sing. They're not doing a great job. They are not Taylor Swift by any means. Whoever is singing right now. Yikes. These are cool. I love these little tokens. What a crazy time it would have been, right? That rather than cash, because coins and were so dried up, that these stores would put out tokens so that you could only use them at the stores. How wild. U.S. Mint has nothing much this year, in my opinion. Flowing hair gold will be interesting, waiting on the fine print details. Yeah, that's probably going to be the only one, except for any peace dollars and Morgans, probably going to be auto added to my cart and thrown at my front door. But the flowing hair gold piece is definitely something I'm interested in. I think I got to get that. But you know they're going to charge probably, what, 3 point something for it. It's going to be over $3,000 by the time they make it. So unfortunately, you're really, really going to be paying for that thing. So you're going to try to get it, Silver Wolverine, or you don't mess with that kind of stuff. I will say that historically, talk about good investment from the United States Mint. Historically, some of their big gold pieces can be a good investment. And I'll show you one right here, which I think, to me, was a good investment. Singing is subjective. That was great, Henry. You win for the comments today, sir. So this is a piece that, when I bought it, everybody thought that I was dumb, right? I remember so many comments, not everybody, but there were so many comments saying like, wow, I really wasted my money. You know, it's an ounce of gold. What was I doing? What do you think? What do you think? Was I mistaken in buying this coin? Got a little schmutz on it from the box there. What do you think about that? Was that one a mistake? Because a lot of people said it was a mistake. We can go back and look at that video and all the hateful comments. I actually remember where I was when I ordered this. I was actually sitting down in Hooters with the family, and I was face down into my phone, making sure that I could get this right here when there was a fight on the U.S. Mint's website. Mrs. Spegtacular. Speg said it's food time. Get the stain remover ready, right? Yep. Do what you got to do. Stains are coming. You looking good, Speg. Keep it up. Thank you, man. You know, I've been working out, you know what I mean? Trying to eat right. Oh, you mean the coins? Yeah, the coins are good too. Yep. What a beautiful coin, gorgeous coin. The Dawn dish soap is always on standby. Yeah, we got an industrial amount. We actually have stock in Dawn dish soap. Anytime you buy gold is a win. I think so too, Drickett. If you can buy gold, and I mean, sometimes people overcharge for the stuff for sure, but if you can buy gold and get a good price, yeah, man. I don't know that the price is always the greatest price from the United States Mint, but yeah, this was a good one. The decapitated head of the eagle, huh? A lot of people didn't like that. I get it. Totally get it. I love this side though. Coin of the year, 2021. Speg, what are you having for lunch? That's a great question, Seth. I'm actually wondering that myself. Have a little hankering for some pizza, to be honest with you. I got some dough that I bought, so we might make a homemade pizza. That'd be lovely. I had a great Antarctica coin. Unfortunately, it melted on the way home. Man, clinical consulting centers. What a joke. I love that one. I might have to borrow that one, huh? Jeez. What do you think? You guys think that a bunch of aliens are down in the ice of Antarctica? What do you think? Or do you think it's like literally just ice? What's going on down there, huh? What's really down in the depths of Antarctica? I just had a slice of pizza with sausage. Nice, Seth. I knew you love sausage. I told people all the time. I was like, Seth definitely loves sausage. I was right. Let's see, what else is it good? This was right here really good, this investment. Smoked pizza. I could try. If you take the dough out, I'll smoke it. We'll try a smoked pizza this time. So these right here are wonderful. Silver Wolverine. I bought the 2023 Gold American Liberty, but passed on the 2021. My mistake, LOL. But I think the eagle on the reverse is still ugly. Yeah, the eagle is not great on that coin. I agree, just the head, you know. Unfortunately, I would have liked to have seen like almost like a, well, you know what? This eagle right here would have been great on there. I love that style eagle. That's one of my favorite eagles out of any coin right there, is on the Standing Liberty quarter. I just love it. It's got the outstretched wings, just flying around, doing eagle stuff, you know, just boom. You can't not like it. I don't know where I'm gonna put this thing. Can't really see all at once. So those are all great. I think those were a super investment for me. I bought these after the fact. So I didn't buy these from the mint when they came out. I bought these after the fact at a coin show, already slabbed up, specimen 70s, already ready to go. And here's the price I pay. I keep this price tag in there. I'm going to show you this. All three of these coins in specimen 70 grades, 1,650 bucks is what I ended up paying. Actually, I think I talked them down either 100 or 150 bucks. So I didn't actually truly pay that. That's the sticker that was in the box, which that would have been a fine price if I paid that. And I think somebody actually talked to me after the show, another dealer, and I guess they watched the video after I received these coins, and he goes, "You paid like spot for those." And I go, "I think I paid less than spot." I mean, I can't really complain about it too much. The biggest problem with smoked pizza is hard to light. Yeah, but you know, 421, I got to try smoked pizza. You know, I missed the opportunity on other smoking things, so at 421, I got to do pizza. That's what comes next. American Gold Liberty with 2021 obverse and 2023 reverse would be perfect. I actually like that 2023. I enjoy the tree. I enjoy the symbolism, the age of that organism, that thing, you know? It's cool stuff. Very, very cool. Love, love, love the Standing Liberty. Me too. Definitely one of my favorite coins of all time, for sure. Another peace dollar. I think we've shown a couple peace dollars off today, maybe one or two. Here's a coin that I really, really dislike. I was so unhappy with this coin. You know why? 2015 W PCGS Proof 70 Deep Cameo. Do you know why I don't like this coin? I mean, the cardboard at the top would suggest that I have nothing but love for it. I mean, it's a great sounding piece. It's got all the bells and whistles. Why don't I love this coin? What do you guys got? Any ideas? Try to guess. We'll do the Jeopardy. Do, 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 do. Why don't I love this coin? Boom, boom. Anybody? You give up? I'll tell you right now. Milky. Yeah, Nick. Yeah, look at this. Look at those nasty spots on the coin. I don't love that at all. And it came to me just like that too, which just makes me so sad. Look at that. Look at that sun. Look at that spot right there in the sun. How terrible is that? It's probably got all kinds of other spots. Look at that. Top of her. Maybe. Might be some spotting on her head. No, I think that's just the indentation from how the cap looks. But definitely those two spots right there. My eyes always go immediately right here to this spot every single time. It's so depressing, Seth. It's as if, Seth, you had a pizza without sausage. Could you imagine? Ugh. Who wants that? Nobody. Nobody. Too much premium. Also had too much premium too, for sure. I think I ended up paying, that was one of my worst investments, probably $100 for that coin at the time. Here's a dimple, in case you guys like dimples. Nice one, right? Not too shabby. Something to look at. We can enjoy that together, I think. Again, the lighting that I have here is not the greatest, but it's a nice looking coin, I promise you. Wouldn't lie to you. Nice little Mint State 64 full band, finally. Mercury dime. How many more can I fit on the screen? We'll do a couple more just because I can't fit very many more on screen. We're missing out on everything I have here. We'll do like a handful more. What is this? And then we'll go so I can get that pizza going. I think it's pizza time. 1898 O and a really old holder. This is one of those ones that does a little rattling for sure. Interesting coin that I definitely overpaid for since it's a vault box coin. The vault box, you know, it's dumb. I agree, it's dumb, but it does have a premium to it, which thank goodness, because people definitely overpay for these coins. I did the video on vault box not because I was super excited about getting them, but just to kind of have that as a thing on the show, a video that was done about vault boxes and, you know, whether or not it was a good investment, whether or not they were going to give me a super nice coin. And I think I kind of showed what they're all about, is that there's 1 or 2, maybe 10 people that really win at a vault box, and everybody else tends to overpay so that those few people can win. And 10 is probably the wrong number, let's be honest. It's probably more than that. I hope it's more than that, but you get what I'm trying to say. A few people win so that a lot of people can overpay. And that is vault box. I can't see any of these right here. I'm trying to look them on the camera. They're so blurry. Come on, let's see. This camera is garbage. I'm taking it back. Taking it back today. It's going right back to the camera store. It's like, come on, man. I'm trying to do coins and you're being blurry on me. That's not right. Look at that. They got little chunks on the piece that apparently were just on there and stuck in with it. Anyways, we got one more coin and that should be enough for today. That way I can go get cooking. Appreciate you guys for being here though. It's been a lot of fun. Jim's got to run too, so now I know I have to go for sure. 1928 San Francisco. Not a bad coin. A little blurry, unfortunately. Not the coin, but the camera. Anyways, so it was a really good excuse for me to go live with you, to show you guys some coins. We have a lot more coins we could be showing. Things like this can be a good investment too. I'm going to just show this off real quick. So this is the Lord of the Rings gold Sauron. This is only a 1/4 ounce of gold. Probably doesn't help that I have all these stacked right here too, so we can't get a good angle on things. But these kind of things sometimes can be well worth your investment. And it comes in this nice little box. It's a very limited number. This was in 2021. Limited edition of 250 pieces. And again, a lot of people will make fun of me for pieces like this right here, but look at the sold listings on these. It is definitely better than what I paid for it by a long shot. I'm going to try to get this out of the little wooden box, which smells good, by the way. The wooden box smells excellent. I'm trying to get this out. They don't make it easy. There we go. It's kind of like rosewood or something. Oh yeah, it smells good. All right, here we go. It's right. It's a gold piece from Mordor, right? From Mount Doom. This is an important piece of the legacy of Lord of the Rings. And Sauron just held this piece, right? I dropped it, but luckily it's in plastic, so we're okay. How cool is that, huh? What's actually cool is the silver piece that goes along with this and how they did just the gold gilding on the one ring. So, so pretty. It's a great piece. Iconic, if you will. But yeah, that's one of those ones where, you know, you have to kind of trust your heart a little bit. And if it goes up, then you did well. If it goes down, which those pieces can, what are you going to do? Sometimes those can go down. My luck has been pretty good on those, though. I was going to try to find the piece that goes with it, but I don't know where that is right now. That'll be something for another time. Anyways, I'm going to put that back. I greatly appreciate you all for hanging out with me. It's been a lot of fun. We'll do it again sometime. I'd like to try my best to get these live shows done more often so we can just have little chats and I can just see how everybody's doing. Because you guys got stuff going on in your lives too. And sometimes, as coin collectors, man, we got nobody to tell, right? We don't know a lot of other coin collectors in person, so we gotta tell each other over the internet. Be like, hey, I just bought this really cool Morgan dollar, and I just want to go to the rooftop and shout it out. Shout out how good of a purchase I made. And I can be that guy. I can be that guy that listens to you. And we can talk about your purchase. That'd be great, right? Rather than you just hold it to yourself. I see too many times these collectors, they have these really, really cool collections. I knew a guy that had the entire Morgan dollar set. The entire set. It's a very expensive set. You know who he showed? He showed nobody. He kept it all to himself. He never told a soul, besides probably his wife and me, that he had the entire collection. He never showed anybody, that's for sure, besides maybe the wife. And she, you know, sometimes the wives aren't into that kind of stuff. So we got to show that kind of stuff. We got to tell people. We got to let people know. I know it's scary because you don't want to get your stuff stolen, but anyways, I like to show my collection, and I like for you to see, because it's fun. That's what makes this hobby interesting, is showing it off and telling people about how you got this or what you think about that. The fact that I think that these are good investments, that one day I might be able to flip some of these or pass these down as investments to my loved ones. Good stuff. Good times. Anyways, I greatly appreciate you all. Nick Anderson has the Harry Potter one because he loves sitting on broomsticks, he says. That's great, Nick Anderson. That's awesome for you. Pappy says, I think it's weird that a silver coin like you should spend a moment, go earns a mint state 70 with spots in the field. Oh, you're talking about that eagle? Yeah. What can you do? Is what it is, huh? Can't talk to people you know. I stopped that a while ago when I 2ST. Seth, are you drinking? Seth, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You can't be drinking yet. Relax, man. Huh? Where's autocorrect at, Seth? You need some help. First became obsessed with silver. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm crazy. It's probably because I'm hungry, Seth. Let me go eat, and then I'll come back and I'll try to read that. Gabriel, really appreciate you showing us all your beautiful coins. Makes my day. Oh, thank you, Gabriel. Well, there's more to come, so make sure you keep watching because there'll be more coins. I do like coins. I'm not going to stop being a coin collector. It's a lot of fun for me. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Again, new coin guy video coming out this Friday on the 26th. If you are a channel member, you can go watch it right now, early access. If you don't want to pay that $1.99 to subscribe as a channel member, I totally understand. Just wait until Friday, and then you can watch it too, for free. It's not a problem. Sometimes I got to give the members a little bonus. You know, it is what it is. Anyways, appreciate you guys. I'm going to try to figure out how to turn this thing off, and then, yeah, have a great day. Spectacular, the Silver Stacular, is out.